Good morning, everybody. Welcome to day 22 of 30 days of meditation. Happy Sunday. So today we're going to be talking about the destination of our practice using the map of Patanjali's Yoga Sutras. The destination is a state called Samadhi. So Gurunath defines Samadhi as a still mind state of tranquil awareness. So it's about stilling your mind so you can experience a tranquil state of awareness. So one way I like to think about that is if we use what we're doing right now. So to connect with me right now, you have to go to your YouTube channel, find my page, and then click on it. And if your reception's good, the Wi-Fi is working, we're connected, right? So that's the first step. You got to connect. But then comes the next step is now you and I are relating to each other. And there's kind of stages of reaching Samadhi. So first is the matter. What's the matter of fact? The matter of fact here is that we're talking with each other. And then next it's transforming that into an energetic vibe. So now there's a relationship happening between you and I, an energy. And this is where I get kind of where I spend a lot of my time interacting with things in my life is, for me, when I interact with things, I'm not always present because energy within me gets stirred up. I start having my own interactions. So it's kind of like listening and relating to somebody to respond to it instead of listening to understand. So instead of being in a receptive state, oftentimes I'm in a more wanting to interact and control or dictate what's happening with me. So this state of moving from the matter of fact into the vibe is about being open and receptive to it. So as I'm sharing, maybe sometimes there's things that I say that don't make sense. So you start to think about it a lot, or maybe you don't agree with something. So this can create a lot of back and forth within you. But if you can kind of stay with the conversation and ride the wave, and now we're in harmony. So now the energy moves into a state of light, an enlightenment state. So I like to think about it like the aha moment. So sometimes when I even am talking about these things, I'm like, wow, I didn't know that I knew it like that or understood it. When I'm preparing for these experiences that I'm sharing with you in the morning, I spend a lot of time thinking about it. And there comes a moment where I'm like, oh, that's how I'd like to say it. So that's kind of the next phase. If you can stay with something and ride the wave, be in the vibe, and there comes a moment of enlightenment where it becomes light. And then if you can stay in that moment, you can kind of lose yourself in the experience, right? You no longer really even sense that you're there. You're just with the experience. You merge with it. So yesterday I went to the Hartford Symphony and I was really playing with this idea. So I was sitting in the audience and tuning into the beautiful music that was playing. But when I sit at concerts or in lots of places in my life, again, I'm listening to this beautiful music, but my mind's getting distracted all over the place. But if I can really tune into the music, there comes a moment where I'm really moved by it. Right now I'm in resonance and harmony with what's being played. And there's that like, oh, wow, this is really amazing. And then if I can really just stay with that at a certain point, I lose myself in the music. And to me, that's the magic of any experience, losing yourself into it. And that's what Samadhi is going through these stages of connection, finding resonance and harmony, then merging yourself in it to the point where you're no longer sensing that you're there. So it's moving from duality to singularity, where you just become the thing that you're focusing on. So when we practice our meditation practice, that's what we're working on. And for most of us, we're really stuck in that part where we're found our practice, but there's a lot of back and forth within us, right? So if we can kind of just stick with that and settle our minds, eventually we'll begin to find that aha moment. And for many of us, it feels like a back and forth, like you'll find that aha moment, but you can drop out of it very quickly. And that's very normal. So it's about continuing to practice reconnecting to that. And at a certain point, you'll stabilize it and you'll be in that aha moment for longer periods of time, to the point where soon you're just in it. completely. So on that note, let's merge into our practices this morning. So you can get comfortable on your seats. Starting to tune in, using your breath, using your awareness to bring attention to any parts of you that might need a little focus today. And as always, using our breath to connect to any places we might be holding tension or stress. Breathing into those places. And as we breathe out, relax and release the tension. Breathing in, connecting. Breathing out, relaxing and releasing. And one last time. Becoming open and receptive. As we become open and receptive and connecting with the energy that it took to sit on our mats, we now are awaiting the grace of our practice to shine its light on us. In this case, this stillness and peace to shine through us as we connect to the lotus of our heart. As we still ourselves and connect to the lotus of our heart. Behind the sternum in the center of our spine. As we find that place and connect with it. Using our breath to breathe in with the sa sound as the lotus petals open. And hum as you breathe out. Breathing in with sa. Breathing out with hum. Finding the lotus of your heart. Observe its gentle rhythms as you breathe. Surrendering to your breath, bringing your awareness into the center of the golden lotus flower of your heart. experiencing the golden petals opening as you breathe in with Sa, and the golden petals closing into a bud as you breathe out with Hum. So now I invite you to move into the willful breath, matching the movement and rhythm of your breath to the sound of me chanting the mantra. As you now breathe in with the Sa sound. Sa. Breathing in. Holding the breath for about 10 seconds. Hum. Breathing outward. Holding the breath out for about 10 seconds. Breathing in with Sa. Sa. Holding. Hum. And one last time. Sa. Hum. And allowing your breath to return to its natural flow. You've merged with the lotus of your heart. Where golden light, blooming and budding with every breath. Now take one more breath, breathing in. And breathing out, grounding your breath. Taking a moment to be still in the presence. And bringing your hands to your heart as we close our practice, as we chant the sound of Om. Om. Allow your hands to rest in your lap. Slowly begin to open your eyes. reconnecting with the room. Stretching a little bit, moving your body. Letting the energy circulate a bit as you stay connected to your breath and the stillness within. So enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Look forward to continuing our practice tomorrow morning at 7:30. We're entering our final week of this 30-day experience. So look forward to continuing this journey for our last week. So till then, blessings to all. Be well.